I made this just intermission video really quickly. I didn't really consider too much if it looked like it was a live feed. It isn't, it's just a recording that loops. So I need to switch to capture cards. There you go. Oh, some of my... My source clones broke. I don't know why. That's weird. Okay. I changed something after I tested like all the OBS sources, so I did not notice that they broke before starting. Let me make a new source clone. Or not. What? Why can't I guess source clones just stopped existing entirely. Okay, cool. Thank you, OBS. Whatever. I guess I can do this instead. Make a crop pad. Hey, that's cool. Why is my text messages that I disabled showing up? Whatever. I know where they show up now because I saw it appear. I'll just crop them off. I took a lot. No matter how much setup you do when you're streaming, it's always going to be something. Alright. So, where I left off with this PC Engine, I did all of the 22 microfarad caps, which were SMD, and then I started working on the 10s, or the 100s. Also, I guess I can kind of explain that later. I don't have to right now. Alright. Go straight into it. Oh, wait a minute. Alright, never mind. I was concerned that there was no sound output at all, but it's probably fine. It might just be Firefox from me unplugging the microphone. I unplugged the microphone to set it closer to me instead of it being actually, no, it probably was here instead. Like that. There we go. I moved the microphone to basically the opposite side of my workspace, so it's closer to where I'm soldering, and I'm not a distant echo. Let me organize my windows. There we go. Okay. So, oh, I should pause that. Oh, you know, I have an idea. I'm gonna make a window projector and put it on one of my monitors. Or full screen, that works. So I can see it better and not obstruct chat windows. Alright, so I got that. What else do I do? So I was making my way down, and yeah, I'll keep doing the hundreds. Also, I was lamenting putting these SMD caps in this bag with these ones. I'm assuming these are also 6.3 volt ones, because why would I put them in? I have other voltage 100 microfarads, so and it's the lowest voltage I would have bought. I wouldn't have bought like 4 volt caps. Alright. I don't know if I'm going to... I think I'm going to use through-hole ones for the rest of this one, and then I'm going to use these SMD ones in all the other ones. Oh, this is 16 volt, so I can't use these through holes with this one or this one. I think this one's the same. Yeah. So there's 16 volt rated ones, so I'm ignoring those and just doing those later. So, how many left are there? You know what, I'm going to use a Sharpie to put dots on them to help count. Is this, and there's 2 up here. I don't know if I'm gonna get those ones later, or like later after, like, I get this one out of the way. I don't know if it's gonna be, like, they're gonna be in the way a little bit. Yeah, it'll probably be fine. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. I don't want to use these ones, I want to use the ones that are grooved. It's easier to grab on. I think they're in my bag. Also, something I really should have done, I'm probably going to try to remember to do it, is I need to buy a new fan, because this desk fan, this like clip fan, it kept getting stuck, and I kept like hitting it from the back, and I hit it so hard that it broke. But it was already pretty broken, so I gotta like go to a hardware store or buy one on like online or something. I don't know. I want, like, very much the same fan, because that fan's perfect. It was perfect until it started getting jammed and not spinning. Unless I hit it in the back a million times. Alright. Yeah, grooved wires. There we go. This one's all the way in the corner, so we gotta be careful to not forget about it. Okay. So I think that is one that I already replaced because it looks the same as the other ones, and I can see the rosin flux from the solder that I use. Oh, I think I threw the wick in my bag as well. Yeah. That's right. No. In here. Uh-oh, where are my cutters? I'm just gonna use my wire strippers. Cut off this. Uh-oh. This one's a little hard to do, huh? Come on. There we go. So, I think when I'm done, I forgot to find my little bottle of isopropyl. I'm probably going to replace it with, like, a spray bottle, like a little spray bottle, maybe. I also gotta find something like that to put it in, because I don't really know what I should look for. And with these through-hole ones, it'll be easier to get under there. This, like, the rosin flux isn't a big deal. It's just gonna look a little bad, and then can clean up later. I do actually need my cutters because I need to cut these legs. I forgot. Uh-oh. Yeah. No, I was doing all the preparation for the stream. I didn't think about doing it. And I wasn't worried about the preparation for soldering. Let's see. Where is it? I wouldn't be surprised if I didn't bring it home. because that's what it's looking like. Well, I thought I had really broken ones. I didn't see them in the drawer. I need to buy new ones, those too. Yeah. There's these horrible things. Actually, maybe these aren't so bad. I'll try using these. They're really big, though. So it's kind of annoying for little things like this. Look at how big they are. Cut's fine. Hello. Oh, my solder. Gotta get that out of the bag. Oh, you know what I forgot? I think. Yeah, there we go. Get this out. See, put these on. Alright, put this here. There we go. Oh yeah, I gotta... It's a lot of really sneaky caps. I gotta remember that one. I don't think there's that many 3.3s on this board. Are there any? Yeah, that's like the only one. I gotta, I gotta remember that one. Let's see. I gotta take that off. Gotta get rid of this old solder and the old legs. Zoom a little bit. Oop. Oop, that's backwards. Didn't cut that. Screw that. There we go. Zoop. Oh. Good thing I caught that. I left, accidentally left this unsoldered, this leg. Gotta get that done. Oops. Alright. What is this? Oh, it's a piece of the broken fan. Whoops. Oh yeah, this, I'm definitely gonna, I can basically stream for, I'm just gonna stream until I get, like, too hungry. So, I ate a little bit before I started, so I can go as long as I want, pretty much. I had to leave, to go somewhere to work on, some, or where I went, I was going to work on some Game Gears, and while I was there, I did recap one of the Game Gears, but I didn't bring any of them home because I want to get these PC engines done. Then I might record or stream some of those Game Gears. I want to see how quickly I can get through these, but I don't want to like go too fast. I'm feeling like all of them I'm gonna have to fix up this gross corrosion around here. I've streamed on and off kind of for a while. Like I streamed at least once for a few years, but just on Twitch. And before I started my stream from my last stream from like a few days, like the beginning of the week, I just streamed on Twitch, and then I wanted to try streaming to both Twitch and YouTube at the same time, and it was a little messy. The two OBS windows, they were conflicting with each other, and while I was setting up today, I realized I could try putting one in what's called portable mode, so it wouldn't conflict with the other one that was streaming to one site, and that seems to be working pretty well. Yep, the same board. I've yet to. I think the next one I haven't opened yet, or I haven't opened the PC Engine to like take a look at it. So I'm gonna try to get this one working, and I'm just gonna put it back in the case with without the screws, and then I'm gonna take a look at the next one that I have, if I can get through this one. At this point, I think it's about half the capacitors. There are a lot of 22s. That's why I did them first, because they're the most abundant, I think. Not sure if I'm going to touch the big caps. They seem like they're okay. It's the small surface mount ones that I'm more concerned about. Oh, there's a 16-volt 22 right there. I hate the ones that are so close to plastic parts. Like these are right between the auxiliary jack and the AV jack. Hate that. Let's see. Where did I put the pliers I'm using? Here we go. The heat sinks as well, it's really awkward. There we go. This might be a good angle. Oh yeah, I forgot what these ones. I gotta figure out what these ones are. They might be like 22 or something. Just out of curiosity, I'm gonna take a look. I have something else open. So working on something on my C64. Here it is. Those are 604 and 610. They're 10 at 16 volt. Meh. Yeah, these 33 micro at 16 are probably fine, but if I'm gonna keep them, I'll probably take them out and then redo their legs. There's so many things I gotta get. I gotta get a proper like LCR and what's it called? I can't remember the term, but a proper tool for measuring the capacitors, because I have my multimeter oscilloscope thing can measure capacitance, but it can't Oh, ESR. I can't measure ESR. So they can give me proper readings, but can't really tell how well they'll perform. Or, well, I can't get a better idea of how well they'll perform beyond that. There's a lot of dust. Like, I don't know how well you can see it, but there's like there's what looks like speckles of like liquid, which I think, because my CDI, which I think it had pretty much all bad capacitors, because the CD drive did not work until I replaced all of the capacitors. It all over the board, it looked like it had like just caked on electrolyte fluid from the capacitors. That's what it looks like, at least, and I feel like that causes like all the dust buildup that appears, especially where the grill is in the case. So much dust, like it's stuck to the board. Like I can try to. No, actually, that's working pretty well, but it's really easy for the dust to not like just stick really easily. It's so hard to get off. Let's see. Oh, yeah, see, there's still dust around this little cable management wire. Yeah, I think I'm just now realizing. So these, with the PC Engine that I got, it didn't look like it was opened ever. But this one obviously has been, because it had these like mismatched capacitors in here. I was like, huh, it's weird. Did NEC get lazy manufacturing this and not route the wires through these, like the power connector board? This little wire just runs through here, and this just kind of keeps it in place and not moving around. And it wasn't in it, and this one's for the wires that go to the CD drive. This one over here. It was just kind of, it looked haphazard, but then I just now realized it's like that because someone opened it and didn't bother. I thought it was NEC being lazy, but like, this was something I missed. I forgot to mention because I noticed it before. There's these big ceramic capacitors that are just like connected to ground and the fuse, and there's one that is right here that I think connected whatever that was to the RF shield on the bottom. Those look like they're factory. I don't think someone just added them. I'm pretty sure they're from the factory, but they aren't in my original PC Engine Duo that I have. But they're in this one. I don't know. It's weird. Anyway. Let's do this first. the negative side. Yeah, this spot is really awkward. Oop. Yeah, well, that worked. Doesn't look like it's down. No, it's... yeah, it's good. What is this? 100, yeah. I think I took out one too many 100s. I thought I counted it right, but there might have been one already out. I'll move that over a little bit. It's better. Nice. Alright, that's all the hundreds, I think. I'll actually quickly count how many there are. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I did 4 the first day and 6 today, so that's 10. Seems right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Alright. Put this one away. Alright, next I will look at I'll do these 47s so I don't have to keep looking at this gross mess of corrosion. I would like to take care of that as soon as possible. Ugh. Ugh. Gross. You know, I see. That's all over. Down there. No. Alright. Since I'm gonna really need the alcohol, oh, this this has a label that says water. I'm not gonna, yeah, I guess I'll I'll just write a line through this and then erase the line if I put water in it later. Because I want to confuse myself. Let's get rid of these, put them in a little bag. I'm gonna get my big tub of isopropyl. It's actually so big it's about to run out. Okay. Wick. Let's get rid of this grossness. These ones really bad. I don't know why the ones right near this chip get so bad. Because they did in the previous one that I fixed. I fixed it on my own. I didn't stream that one. Oof. Ugh, it smells horrible. Alright. So now I'm gonna use this to clean up this poor chip. It is only... It's luckily a bunch of ground pins, so it doesn't really matter, but I treat it like any other chip to clean it up, despite that. Just gonna like keep away from it because the fan is broken. Try this. on these, this bit with the capacitor legs. I don't want to get those stuck on the chip. Oh yeah. Oh, this is running out. The flux from the wick also helps a lot. But yeah, I'm going to... What I do is I boil up the corrosion with the solder. I wick away the excess. And then... I'm gonna clean it up with more flux, and then clean that flux off. I'm gonna go over it just with the flux that's there, and that might be good enough. Actually, you know, I'll put a little bit of maybe not. Here we go. Tops of those legs look a little fuzzy. I don't like that. It's probably fine. Be gentle when you're like kind of dragging this around, because you don't want to move the bases of the legs around. Alright, I'm gonna let that cool down and do the other. Other side of it, right here. Before I do that, I gotta get rid of the corrosion with the solder. See how the solder is like not sticking. Gotta heat it up and burn it away before it starts sticking again. I need more flux. There we go, now it's starting to flow over here. Ugh, it smells, but it looks a lot better. I just keep it around the default 760. I just put it up one. I lower it when I'm working on boards that, like one-sided boards or just like cheap boards that have really like really low heat tolerance because of the cheap glue that they use on the pads. So that, then I'll lower it a lot. When it's just normal through hole or SMD stuff, I just keep it at 750 or 760. I'd set it to Celsius, but I don't know how. So it's just in Fahrenheit. I think I see a bridge, so definitely gotta go over that with more solder and flux, but I think since it's so messy, I'm gonna clean it up again. Well, for the first time, and then clean it up again after I solder. Like, do a second pass with solder. Where's the brush? I think I threw it in the bag too. Yep. Set this down on its side so I don't like break it or something. I'd usually go over it with alcohol again, but I'm just gonna solder to it, so it's whatever. Oh, it looks so much better. I still see a bridge in there, but I'll get rid of it. I would say that I do have a hot air station, but that corrosion was pretty, well, so I thought. It was pretty localized to just this corner of the chip because of the two capacitors near it, but I feel like I'm seeing some over there. Yeah, it's really easy to accidentally mess up soldering chips back on with hot air. And also you have to take precautions of plastic things nearby, like this connector and the base around this LED. So if it's like really bad, yeah, and then you can get like underneath it, especially if there's like acidic, or well, I guess basic corrosion like from batteries. But if it's just like kind of surrounded around the legs and didn't like creep up traces, it's pretty much fine. But I think in this corner there's a little bit of fuzz. I don't really know how it got there, because the rest of the chip looks fine. There are like white speckles in this corner. It's weird. Yeah, I'm just gonna go over the pins with solder. They all look good. It's just, they just look low on solder is the problem. Since I used wick. So I'll put some flux on and put a much lighter amount of solder than when I was burning up the capacitor juice. What was I gonna... Yeah, this syringe was the syringe. Also, for... I always use... Well, I would use liquid flux because it was all I had, but then I got just some random flux paste that came with a syringe to put it in, and it's a lot better for this because it puddles up rather than just evaporating quickly. It's good quality flux, the liquid flux that I have, but it evaporates so quickly that it's not great for like large areas like around chips when you're trying to burn up corrosion, for example. This is like getting the base of the legs shiny with solder. Yeah, I watch a lot of repair and just general electronics and technology channels. So that's like, I was always interested in like doing electronics work. And when I started watching a lot more stuff like that, I started to learn like good practices and techniques for doing different things. Like I've watched a lot of SMD soldering, and then I've gotten to do a lot of it, so I've always been pretty comfortable with it. I wasn't very good at it at the start, but I got better, and I can do things pretty easily, or like do things in a way that I am satisfied with the outcomes. I gotta get rid of this bridge right here. Let's try to get rid of that. Maybe it's loose and I can just flick it away with a toothbrush. Oh, it's gone. Oh, it's off screen. Yeah, it looks much nicer and shinier now. Doesn't look factory, but it's not gross. And it's not like really low on solder, because I could have left it like that and it would have probably had bad connections. Like these, let me point something. This is I guess I'll point with this. They're like all these pins. Those are just like connections to. Actually, that's not ground. That's probably 5 volts. So they're probably just some sort of data pins getting pulled high. But these are probably data that are underneath the chip. So it probably would have been really bad if those weren't making good contact. Either from the corrosion or from me not applying a nice bed of solder for the bases of the legs. So I'm gonna take a look at this corner right here because it doesn't look so good. Doesn't pick up too well, but like there's like kind of white specks around here. I don't know why. So I'm just gonna put a little bit new solder right here in this corner. Alright, so you can kind of see there's a bridge behind around there, but it's no biggie because you can just get rid of it with the wick. I don't have a thermal camera. There luckily haven't been too many cases where one has been like significantly helpful, like something I wouldn't really be able to tell without. There have been situations where I've put my knuckle, or well, whatever this part of the finger is, I put that to the top of chips to see if any are like overheating and causing problems, because when I got my ZX Spectrum, one of the RAM chips was bad. It was showing like common bad RAM fault screen that you can see when a RAM chip dies. But it was really easy to identify it because it was getting hot really quickly. So it would have been a lot easier and quicker to identify what happened with a thermal camera, but just touching around to see if anything's overheating on something that you get isn't working, and you have to diagnose. It's a good first step, especially on chips that use multiple voltages like those RAM chips, because they seem like they can fail more easily than the ones that use one voltage line. Where's the wick? Oh, threw it over here. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, those look very shiny. Now, just douse it in alcohol. Get my tweezers. Yeah, that's the downside of the flux paste, is that it's a lot stickier and harder to get rid of. You can. Yeah, it just takes a bit more alcohol. Yeah, this is a This is a board that if I had an ultrasonic cleaner, I'd definitely run it through because of the kind of thin coating of seemingly electrolyte. You know what? I think I'm going to try using liquid flux on this row. Just because I don't really like how these pins came out. Yeah, I still smell some of that corrosion burning off on one pin in particular. It's probably taking a lot more to clean these off because the heat is going to the big voltage trace that these pins are all connected to. Let it cool down, put more flux on. Oh yeah. Man. Overall looking better. Definitely more solder than on there than there was, which is better. Let's see. Yeah. Pretty shiny. Look it up with my naked eye. Yeah, no shorts. Not perfect, but all the connections look good. Let's get more. Hello on Twitch. This is, I got a while back, I got a few PC Engine duos, which are the Japanese version of the, TurboGrafx 16, Turbo Duo. And pretty much all of these, they always have, like, pretty bad, quality capacitors, and they pretty much all need to be replacing them. And after doing so, stuff like the CD drive should work perfectly. It can often cause audio issues, like when my personal PC Engine, when I got it, the stereo audio out of this was like pretty, it sounded kind of bad, and also was totally mono. So I had it sent to be repaired before I was at the confidence level to do it myself. Got it back and it was working perfectly. But even just like functionality issues that it causes a lot of corrosion on here. I will. So far, the biggest section of corrosion has been fixed around these legs. It was really bad. Now it's all good. Now, I need to look for, whatever value these capacitors were. I don't really remember. I think they were 47. Let me... wipe this down a little bit, because it's a bit sticky still. It's all good now. 35 and 49. $35 and $49 are the 47s. Alright. Take a look in my stash. $68, $47 at $35. No, I only have 47 and 35. That's fine. I want to know if I have one at a lower value. 47. Yeah, it is 47. I might have a mix of values in there. Just have to look at the rating on them. Oh, I do not have a lot of them. Do I really not have ones at lower values? At lower voltage ratings? 470, 680, 820, 1000. These 1 micro. Okay. This should be on top. Yeah, 47. Well, there are... Oh no, there were like a lot of them. And I don't have that many in here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm lucky that, like, small SMD stuff I can do, because there are people that are, you know, nervous of it, and then there are, you know, people who just, you know, struggle to actually be able to. So it's a valuable skill, I think. 47. Yeah, it is 47, right? Because I don't have any other 47s somehow. I think I messed up when I was ordering capacitors. I should have bought more 47s. Because, like, there's gotta be, like, a bunch of them, right? This one's at 16 volt. Oh wait, no, there's a 470. Those two... And there's another one, which is 612. It's probably down here. 612, huh? Where is that? Six 12. Oh, I think it's one of the ones up here. Yeah, it's that one. I see it. Alright. Noted. These ones are really hard to get to, though, because of how many capacitors there are in this group. Oh yeah, if it's something that you have nothing to lose fixing. For sure. I'm curious what, because I'm relatively familiar with like the digital like base PC Engine chipset section of the system. I don't really have any idea what's going on in the CD section, so I am curious what these two caps that corroded this chip are exactly. I feel like I had, or like I found a schematic of the Duo, but I don't remember if I like saved it to a folder or something on my PC. This ground pad is so hard to solder to. There we go. So whenever I solder, I like to make sure like exposed copper gets a little bit of the solder as well. It's not totally necessary, but move that. Speaker drivers meaning the speaker drivers refer to the physical, like this whole, like this, right? Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember where this came from. I think this is from, like, an alarm clock. It's been in my drawer. So it was easier for me to just pull it out instead of try to explain the image that I had in my head. Yeah, I honestly, I've never actually, like, bought specific speakers for specific things. Like, I'm so lazy. Like, the little speaker in the Game Boy Color that I've had for a while, it was, like, really tinny, and I think there's, like, some metal piece that was stuck to the magnet. And, I never replaced it. I just took it out and didn't put a speaker back in it. I never tried looking for, like, speakers for anything. Which I should, for completeness, but I'm lazy. Right. Next chip, or, capacitor. I was thinking about this chip because of the legs on it. Did I take out another one? I think I only took out one. I'm curious, because I didn't turn on and, like, power test all of the PC engines. I wonder if there's any that don't boot up at all. Because seemingly all of them powered on fine. It's just, you know, shouldn't leave these capacitors corroding away. Bring that. Put that off. Oh, forgot to solder this one on. Do that. I'll send the link for Willa. There you go. Yeah, never worry about posting links because I can take a look and resend them if they're fine. This is kind of sticky around here, so I want to clean this out. So I'm still undecided whether I'm gonna replace these through-hole ones. I might leave them. Well, there are some that, like, they're like brand names that I don't recognize. Well, I see pretty crusty legs down there, so I don't know about these caps. Might take them out and measure them, but I can only measure actual, like, capacitance. I can't measure ESR. Yeah, I buy a bunch of stuff on AliExpress, and usually it's fine. Pretty much everything that like comes and doesn't work, they'll just give you an immediate refund if you have an issue with it. For most things. These legs on this chip they look really dull, so if I rip out all these caps, I'm probably gonna reflow them. Yeah, I don't... I'm gonna take out one of these navy-colored caps and measure them. And they have folded over legs, because of course they do. I got that. There you go. Which one? Right here. So, folded over legs. I think reflow them to make it easier to solder to, because of these big traces. And then lift with tweezers. Come on. I smell the electrolyte crust from the other side. It's bad. Yeah, I think these caps are gonna have to go. The baby blue Rubicons are probably okay. I can check them. Oh yeah, there's like corrosion around these transistors and resistors. Definitely these caps doing. Let's see how this looks on the other side when I take it out. Oh man, come on. Hope I'm getting the right one. I think I am. Oh yeah. That's one leg. Come on. Get out. Oh my god. It would have come out if it wasn't for the corrosion. It's so stuck on, like a tooth. Oh man, come on. I am pulling the right thing, right? I think I am. Oh, it came out. Alright. Let's see. Not as bad as I was expecting. Let's see. Is that base of this capacitor supposed to be that color? Nope. Ugh, ew. There's a little bit of flux from the solder that I added to the pin, legs of that. But yeah. Ugh. Well, I guess we can test it. Not expecting it to be promising. Takes a little bit, and I don't have these on very well. Ugh. It's hard to do this. I like to try to not touch the pins with my fingers. $370, $330. It's probably. I don't know. It looked like that corrosion was coming from this one, this cap, and not the surrounding ones, though, so... I don't... if I could test ESR, I would gauge whether or not I want to leave it, but... Like... I wonder if I can show this well. Like, this pin... This pad where this leg is going through, it's really... like, gray... If I scrape away, ew. Yeah, I think that's from this capacitor, not necessarily the ones near it. They're definitely not helping. Alright. $330, $16. You know, I wonder if I can measure these Rubicons in circuit. Out of curiosity. Let's take a look. Actually, which side is which? Yeah, I got it right. Yeah, there's probably other capacitors in that circuit, so it won't measure. But now that I got that out of the way, it'll be easier to clean these pads off for these ones. And I'm gonna solder on the 47 first before I take this out, just because it'll... Well, I think I can remember. Ew. 22 goes there. And I'll leave this one nearby to remind myself. Where's... What? Oh, there it is. Oh, that's so gross. The wick helps scrape away the corrosion than just the soldering iron alone. So it's good to do this while I'm here. It smells so bad. There you go. And since I'm here, where are these? Clean up this corrosion. See how the solder just won't stick to the pads on these poor capacitors. I'd replace them since I have these, but it's easier to just burn off the corrosion than try to measure them or find them in the schematic. Ah, damn it. Not perfect, but it'll probably be fine. Let's see what it looks like after I scrub it. I wasn't touching these until I got my isopropyl situation figured out. Probably would be better to replace these. Man. Oh man, this capacitor is so worn. Might just have to stay like that. It has connection. I don't know if corrosion's gonna compromise it over time. Oh yeah, what is that one? I can't remember what this was, if it was like 22 or what. It's 322. 322 is the 22, yeah. I'll get to 22 later. Oh, I did 22, but they were 22 at 6 volts, not 19 or 16. Oh, I'm gonna actually, I'll take this when I do the 10s, I'll take this off. And then I'll clean this area. Let's see, where are my cotton buds? Oh, wait a minute. Yep. Okay. I found... Okay, I did have other 47 micro rated ones. They were in my drawer because I was anticipating using them. And I forgot about... Ugh, damn it. Could have used them. But there are higher rated 47s somewhere else in the board. I don't remember which ones they are. This one's 16. These ones are 35, which is highly excessive. Do I remove them? Because I already cut their legs. I don't know if I want to put them back in the bag, because I don't know if I'm going to use them in a surface mount position again. I guess they're long enough to put in through hole spots. I don't know. I'll think about it later. I'm just going to add new caps and not worry about the ones I just put in. This was 47. It's 47 at 16, right? Or is it 6 or 16? Doesn't matter, I just want to see if... I don't know if I'd have 47 at 6, or if I only bought 16s. It's... 612. Oh, is there an error in this diagram? Or am I reading it wrong? I'm reading it wrong. $612. Yeah, I was looking at it wrong. I'm dumb. 612 was 6 volt one there. I think these were 6 volt, right? I don't remember. They're 153. 153 or 135? No, 135. 6 volt, yeah, okay. I definitely think, since that's such a drastic jump in voltage rating, the characteristic might be weird for that circuit. Yeah, because here we go. These are my 47s at 16. They're from 2 different batches. That I bought. Like, one was from like 3 years ago, and one was from like half a year ago. They're the same rating, but one of them came in orange, which looks kind of cool. I don't know why they're orange. There's other ones in orange too. but I don't know what their significance was. Didn't seem like there was too much of a difference from like the list of specs on Mauser, or DigiKey in this case. Yeah, I got them from DigiKey. Okay, let me clean that up first. I gotta find my cotton swabs. Where are they? Oh yeah, they're like right up against the back of the drawer, so I couldn't find them. Not water. Whoops. Get rid of this crust. Try to get rid of this bomb here. Yeah. Can kind of see those white speckles there and under there. Ew. Okay, now I'll use the proper ones, not these. Those are 4.7. These are 47. So, I can put one right here later. How do I want to do those? Yeah, I'll get the 10. The 10's up. It's 100. It's 4.7. I need a lot of 10s, so. Oh, here's the broken one I was looking for. Has one of the pointy ends broken off. Let's see. 2.2, 4.7, 10 at 16. How many do I have in here? That's a 10 at 50. Am I gonna need 10 at 50? Probably not, right? No. How many 10s are there actually? Let me count. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. I don't think that's 6, but eh. Like, these ones are so much bigger than these little electrolytics. So like, I'm so much less afraid of these than these, because like tiny ones always leak. Well, at least in 90s electronics. Maybe not so much anymore, but I'm afraid of them because they did at some point. Alright. 22, oh yeah. So what are these 22s like? Where are they? 100... 4.7 and 47. Where am I? 22 at 16. Yeah, like those ones are 6.3. I shouldn't use them. What is that? 4.7. 10. 22 at what? 16. Okay, good. So these are the ones I'm going to use for 22. Where's... Oh, here it is. It always ends up somewhere in the drawer. Get solder on that trace there. Oh, stinky. God. These legs. Actually, yeah, before I put those on, I want to reflow the legs on this chip. They look gray. I was getting a little scared. There's like a bubble of flux. I was getting worried that it was the internal of the chip from the heat boiling out. But no, it's fine. I've seen that happen on chips that go short, though. Or not go short. Like I've sent voltage. Yeah, I've sent inverted, like swapped 5 and 12 volt to a hard drive before, and the hole just blew in one of the chips on the controller board on that hard drive. It wasn't a big deal, but it would have really sucked if it was a really important hard drive or something else that was important. So I was getting flashbacks to that. This side's gonna be awkward because of these capacitors in the way. You know, actually, I was thinking of just moving them out of the way. I'm gonna do that exactly. A lot better. Alright. Now what goddamn capacitors went there? It was 22 and 10, right? Which one is that? 614, 613, 323. 323 was 22 and 13 and 14 or 10, yeah. So I just wanted to make sure. Perfect. Nice. And 10. Oh god, it would have been so sad if I put that capacitor in backwards. Nice. $10. Oh, come on. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of this first before I do that one, just so there's less capacitors in my way. Goodbye. Ugh. $47. That is the negative side, yep. Oh man, this is gonna be difficult. There we go. Not so bad. Would have been harder if I put in that capacitor first. That's why I did this. Beautiful. Are these 10? Yes, okay. So I'll put that one in after I clean up the joints around these SMDs. Pick that away. Alright, now, oh yeah, this, what was this? Because that was one of the ones that, like, this is an incorrect value that was already put in by, like, the last owner or whoever. That is 322, and 322 is a 22 microfarad. So, like, yeah, that's 33 is kind of close, but But I'm just getting rid of it anyways to clean this area out. I'll put the right value in because I have it. Those capacitors are probably okay, but they're not the right value. Alright, now I'm going to put a ton of this on here, clean this all up. This looks horrible. Be careful not to move these things around too much. Yeah, still not perfect in terms of the corrosion, but it's better than it was, so I'll leave it. These ones are real rough. I don't know what to do about them. Where's the toothbrush? Can it? No. Where did I put it? Oh. In front of my face. More or less. Do a little bit more, but with the toothbrush instead of the tissue. Okay. That's a little bit better now. In my eyes, at least. And now what's actually meant to go here is Let me check again, because I can't remember for how. 653. It's a 10. Here you go. I see it. Yeah, all of this is gonna get brushed away. No problem. Let's see. 653. Damn. Cool. Ooh, I see some utilized components here. I forgot. Let me get rid of these poor things. Corrosion. What else we got? That was 33, right? Yeah. Let me look for the 33s. What value? 16. Okay. Cans are a little smaller. These compared to these. Okay. It's 33, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, where's this? 47. Yeah, I don't need these. I'll just leave it. Where are those holes? These here. Took me a while. Oh boy. I probably need to put solder in through the other side. At least on this one. Folded legs. Come on.